Have you ever been rude to someone and thought that you were right in doing so? I lived in this small apartment complex. Same routine every morning. Wake up at 6:30, grab my coffee, rush out to catch the bus to my office job. And every single morning, there he was. This homeless guy sleeping right by our building's side entrance. He had this whole setup. Cardboard boxes flattened out like a bed. Old blankets that looked like they hadn't been washed in months. Empty bottles scattered around. And that smell. God, that smell hit you from 20 feet away. It was this mix of sweat and garbage and something else I couldn't even identify. I hated walking past him. My heart would start racing because I never knew if he was awake or asleep. Sometimes he'd mumble things to himself. Sometimes he'd just stare at me with these bloodshot eyes. I started taking the long way around the building just to avoid him completely. But that Tuesday morning changed everything. I was already running 15 minutes late because my alarm didn't go off. Spilled coffee all over my white shirt, had to change completely. By the time I got downstairs, I was in the worst mood possible. And there he was, same spot, but this time his cardboard signs were spread out right across the walkway. I couldn't get past without stepping over them or walking through the grass in my good shoes. Something inside me just snapped. Are you kidding me right now? I yelled at him. Every single day you're here making this place look disgusting. This is where people live. Families live here. He looked up at me with these confused eyes. Didn't say a word, just blinked slowly like he was trying to process what I was saying. You need to leave, I kept going. Find somewhere else to sleep. This isn't a shelter. We pay rent here. I grabbed his cardboard signs and threw them straight into the dumpster behind the building. Every single one. He watched me do it, but never said anything. Never tried to stop me. I'm calling the police if I see you here tomorrow, I told him. I'm serious. He just slowly stood up. Took forever because he moved like every joint in his body hurt. Gathered up his blankets and bottles. The whole time I stood there with my arms crossed, waiting for him to get out of my way. He shuffled past me without looking back. Didn't argue. Didn't curse at me. Nothing. I felt completely justified. Finally stood up for myself and my neighbors. This guy was bringing down our whole building, making it unsafe, making it smell terrible. He needed to learn that actions have consequences. Got to work that day feeling like I'd actually accomplished something important. That evening when I came home, I saw something tucked into the corner of our front steps. A brown paper bag, crumpled up like someone had been carrying it around for years. I almost threw it away without looking. Figured it was just more trash left by homeless people. But curiosity got the better of me. Inside was a handwritten note. The handwriting was shaky and hard to read, but I managed to make it out. I didn't mean to scare you or make your morning hard. I used to live here in apartment 1B with my wife Janet. She died from cancer in 2014. I don't sleep here to bother anyone. I just feel safe here because this is where I still remember what it felt like to be loved. I'm sorry I upset you. I sat down right there on those steps and started crying. Really crying. The kind where you can't catch your breath and your whole body shakes. This man wasn't some random drifter. He used to live here, in my building. Probably walked these same halls every day. Probably knew my neighbors. Had a wife who died right upstairs from where I sleep every night. I felt like the worst person alive. The next morning I left a hot coffee and a clean blanket near the steps where he used to sleep. No one came. Did the same thing the next day. Still nothing. For 5 straight days I left something there hoping he'd come back. On the 6th day, he was there, sitting quietly by the steps, holding the blanket I'd left. I didn't yell this time. Didn't threaten to call anyone. Just sat down next to him. I'm sorry, I said. I was wrong. His name was Raymond. He used to teach music at the elementary school 3 blocks away. When Janet got sick, he spent everything they had on treatments that didn't work. Lost the apartment 6 months after she died. Been on the streets ever since. I know I should move on, he told me, but sitting here makes me feel like she's still with me somehow. I helped him get connected with a shelter downtown that had a waiting list for permanent housing. Took 3 weeks, but they found him a small studio apartment.